Hey now, Shamon here, and today guys, in this tutorial video I'm going to go over how to make these cool buttons with the Divi theme. It has some rollover effects, so let's get into the tutorial right now. Hey now, Shamon here, and today I'm going to do a tutorial on how to customize the Divi theme module buttons. So, I already have a button right here, and just a plain text button. This is the default button on hover. You can see what it does. Nothing spectacular there, kind of plain. You want to go to your module settings, and you can edit your button text right here, and you can link your button right here to wherever you need to go. Alright, and then you just want to go to design, and then this is where you can start doing the fun part on where you want it centered and how you want to align. And then if you want to go down here to button and you go to use custom styles, you're going to be able to switch your button styles up. So this is what I usually do, and I just make buttons as I go along. Now you could have a default style, and that could help you a lot, but if you want to change the background, I go ahead and change the background there, and I get the text size going up here. Pump it up a little bit, and I'm just doing this is one long row here, so I could just shrink this down in just a minute here, but we'll see what goes on. Alright, let's go down and get our text here. We're going to go to our font weight. We're going to make that ultra bold. We're going to capitalize that all, and I'm just going to do a series of buttons here. You'll see what I'm doing. Alright, and then so once you capitalize that, I'm going to put a little button text shadow on there just to make that text pop out a little bit. Alright, and for the button icon, I'm just going to go to no for right now. Or the button icon and hover, no, I should say. And I'm going to place on the left hand side. Alright, then let's put a little, for the icon, just do an arrow to start. We'll fix that spacing issue in just a minute right here. Alright, for the button text shadow, we got that going on, that looks fine. Alright, and then let's go to our spacing, and we're just going to zero everything out for right now. Start doing that. Alright, and then for our padding on the top and the bottom, I think we're going to do, let's do 16. It's a little bit big, we'll do 8. Alright, that looks good. Now for the left and right, you could do pixels, but I like to do percentage. So I'm just going to start with 10%, and that looks good. And you're going to want to have more on your left side than you are your right side, just because this icon. Now if you don't have the icon, you're not going to need to do that. But I'll just put a little bit more on my left side here, on my right side. Alright, let's change this to 13. Alright, and that looks good. And now what you want to do when you get to this point, when you're doing the spacing, you just want to go down on mobile and tablet and make sure it's okay. So on the tablet here, if I go back to button design, let's go to the spacing issue again. On the tablet, or on the phone I should say, let's do a little bit more. Let's do 15% here. And then let's do 8% over here. Let's just do a little more on here actually. Let's do 17. Alright, that looks good. Okay. Alright, so there we go for that. And just go back to settings and design and button. And actually, if we go back to our spacing real fast, because I see that we actually set that for the desktop. Now if we go to phone, same thing, desktop. Okay, yeah, there we go. We didn't set for the desktop. Alright, so let's get to editing this again. So if you go to box shadow, and you can select from a number of different shadows here. I just like to do a little shadow on some of mine. And I'm just going to bring that spacing up a little bit. Now you can see we have a white border on that. So what we're going to do is we can just go back to, and let me do this. There's a, I'm going to bring this shadow down just a couple more right here. There we go. We go to button and border width, and I'm just going to bring that down. Alright, you could put a border width of 1. I mean, it looks a little bit nice with that shadow right there. Could do a little hover effect with it too. In fact, we'll keep it on. Alright, let's do 2. That's the way 2 looks. Alright, and then let's go check. And now what we can do is just roll over again. I'm just going to go design. And the reason you want to do the check mark is so you can X out and that saves your work. Now if I go back here to button and the background, if I hover over this little button right here, this mouse, it'll bring up 2 options, desktop and hover. The hover is going to be when you hover over it. So I'm just going to go to hover, and then I'm going to change this red just to a little bit lighter color. Alright, and then let's go to the that's fine for right now actually. Let's just save that and save. Okay, and now when I hover over, all right, once that's saved, I'm just gonna go to the exit visual builder. All right, and there's my button, and if I hover over, you can see that it changes. Okay, the border goes away and it changes color there. All right, so I'm just gonna go back to enable visual builder. All right, now let's make another one from this style. Now what you can do is you can just go to duplicate whatever you want to duplicate there, and we can just go to the settings module here, and let's go design and our button. And what we'll do is we'll go back to our box shadow actually, and let's put a different shadow on. That looks like a good one. All right, let's go back to our button and let's go to our border width. All right, we'll take that away. Actually, a border radius, let's go ahead and put that up to 100 pixels there, and it'll be round now, so that'll be pretty cool. Then we can go ahead and change our icon. Just go here, and actually let's put a small border on. Let's go one black border there. All right, now let's go back to that box shadow real fast. And then click over the box shadow there, and then you just want to bring the shadow down just a little bit for the blur. All right, that looks pretty cool. And now I'm just gonna check, and then I'm gonna go back into the settings. And then for the hover effects, let's do something. We'll go to button, and then on hover, remember it has that background because we copied it from that one. So it has that background there. So we can do something a little bit different. We could go back to this, make this a brighter color. All right, and then let's go back to our box shadow. All right, now you can see that if you have the box shadow, you can't do hover effects on the box shadow. Okay, but what you can do hover effects on is the blur strength. Okay, so you can just go to the hover effect here, and then on hover, put up the blur strength. All right, and let's go check, and now go save, and let's test this out. All right, so I just exited out my visual builder. Now I'm just going to roll over, and there's our cool hover effect on that button. And there's our hover there, but there's that one. Color gets brighter and it rolls over. Let's go back inside and make another button right now. So I'm just going to duplicate this one and just go to settings here. Let's go to a button and background color. I'm just going to go to green. Oops, that's text color. For background color, I'm going to take off the hover right now. I'm just going to go to green. All right, and let's bring the border radius down just a little bit. Alright, and then let's go ahead and change our icon up. We'll do the shopping cart. What we can do is, we could do a gradient on this one. So if you go to the gradient and go to add gradient, and we could do the green again. Alright, and then on the bottom we could do a darker green. Click here, there we go. That looks pretty cool, that stands out actually. Now if we go back to the border, you could choose to have the border on or off, it's up to you. Depending on what the button looks like. Sometimes I like to have just a one border there. Makes it look a little bit more professional. Okay, and then let's go to the button icon's fine, and let's go to check, and now let's just check this on the mobile. Okay, they both keep up well on the mobile. They follow that structure there. Okay, and if you did want to bring the text down on mobile, you could do the same way. So you just go to design, text, and then you go to, or button, excuse me, and then you go to button text down here, button text size. Okay, and just go to hover, or no, excuse me, you go to the phone, you go to the phone, and then you just bring down the text size there. Alright, so we have those two, and actually, I'm going to make just another quick one real fast. If I just duplicate that one, I go to this one, go to settings, and design, and I'm just going to go to the background button here and take off that. But for the background, let's go to yellow, and then let's go to actually a gradient. We'll go to yellow, and then we'll go to darker yellow. I'll just do this orange actually. Yeah, it's a little bit, that's nice. Alright, and then we'll do that, and then let's actually go design and button and change the icon for a minute. Or actually, let's take the button icon off, and then we'll go to our design, spacing, and then you just want to make this even again to whatever you want it to be. 10% is nice. On the phone, you're going to have to change this again to 10%. Alright, tablet's already good. Okay, but now what I want to do is I just want to go to our border. I'm going to go back to button actually, and then I'm going to choose a different font. Yeah, let's go to Oswald. That's a good font for this. Oops. Press the enter button by accident. Design, button, text. Alright, let's scroll down. Button font. Oswald. Okay. And there it is. We're going to go bold. And then I'm going to make it italic as well. And let's increase the font size. Okay, and I'll go back and decrease the spacing, I think, a little bit. And let's go to this box shadow first. Bring this down. And actually, we're going to change the color of our text as well to a blue. And let's change this color to black, and then alright, that's bold. Alright, now let's go to our border and then make the border blue, and we're going to increase the border just a little bit. I like that blue better. Use that for the font color as well. Alright, and then there's a little get instant access button. Alright. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come back here and go to instant access, design, button. You want to bring this text size down on phone. 28 is a good number. Let's go check, and there we go, right there. Alright guys, so that's how you create all these different Divi buttons here. So there's some really cool styles and different things that you can do with the Divi settings there. It doesn't take long to create them, so go ahead and check those out.